Alright folks, welcome back to Somewhere on 78. First of all, I want to thank everybody because I just checked our views on our YouTube channel and we got over 500 views, so that's awesome. I'm really happy, and I want to thank each and every one of you for checking it out, and I really appreciate it. So what we're going to do today is, as you can see, we're in the garage. It's a pretty nasty day out. It's pretty cold out there. So actually what we're going to be doing today is a little truck, the little S10. The starter's acting up on it, so we're going to wind up changing the starter in it. But the problem is the size of the starter has to go into like a square fitting in a circle hole. It's just next to impossible, but we're going to work it out. It's not a big deal. So actually we ordered the starter from Amazon. It's a little small high torque starter, specifically for tight places. So we're going to turn around and unpack that, and then I'll give you guys an idea on where what it looks like and where it has to go. So sit back and enjoy it, folks. Thank you. Okay, let's unpack this box, see what we have in here. Yeah, it's like opening Fort Knox. Gotta really say so. Okay, this is what she looks like. It's a high torque starter for a Chevy 350. So we're going to turn around. It's got to go underneath. So what we're going to have to do later is, I don't know if we have to shim this one. We probably do, but we're going to have to get it up in there. And then we're going to have to measure to see if we're going to shim it or not, see where it's going to contact the flywheel. So that's pretty much it with this. So let's get started, I guess. Okay, let me show you where this has got to go. Okay. If you could look all the way down there, right underneath the headers, right underneath, that's where the starter's got to go. So we'll probably have to, I think it's going to come out the bottom. So hopefully we don't have to touch these headers, and we'll see what happens. We'll jack it up and see if we can get it from down below. That's where it's got to go. Okay folks, a little chilly in the garage. I had to put the hat on, keep my noggin warm. Actually, we just got the header out, and we can at least see the starter now, so we can disconnect the wires. Let's check it out. It is the header right there, and that actually came out this hole right here. At least you can see the starter all the way down there. So we'll disconnect the wires and we'll unbolt it. See if we can pull it up this way. Hopefully it'll come out nice and easy. So let me keep going. Okay, folks, finally got it out. Here's the bad boy right here. I got it. Excuse that little disruption there. I keep forgetting. Okay, when the starter went in there, the motor was out. So it was a lot easier putting everything on before the motor went in here. Because it's bad enough, it'll be tight under normal circumstances. We got a V8 in this truck, and it makes everything super tight. So, but anyway, we wound up taking the header off. We disconnected the wires, and we wound up pulling it out the top. So actually, there was 3 shims in this one. Okay. The problem I have now is I got to put it back up in there, okay, and measure to see how many new shims I got to put in there, okay, so then that way it doesn't bind against the flywheel. But once I do that, then I can take it down, put the shims in, and then bolt it up a final time. So I'm going to be unbolting and bolting this, the new one, at least 2 times. So it's not too bad, because on one side of the shim, I'll actually show you. I got a couple right here. These are the shims that go on top of the starter. Okay, on the inside bolt, you got this open over here, so you can slide it up right without taking the bolt out. Okay, but the one on the other side you have to take out, but that's okay. The starter's still up in there, and right. I mean, you just keep putting the shims in until it measures nice, and you also have to measure the clearance between the flywheel and the starter itself. Okay, to make sure that it's not rubbing while it's running. Okay, right, so once we get that measurement done, and then the shim to where the teeth of the starter are perfect to the teeth of the flywheel, then we're good to go, and then we can put everything back together. Also, another thing what I'm thinking about doing while I got all this apart, okay, is on the older trucks and cars and so on and so forth, okay, on the main wires, you have fusible links in there, okay, which they don't even use them anymore. So what I'm thinking about doing is removing the fusible links I have on this. I have 2 of them. Okay, I want to taking them off and putting circuit breakers in there. So then that way I don't have to worry about it. Don't know nobody from Michigan. So anyway. I think I got all this off. I'm going to do that. I'm going to eliminate the fusible links. I'm going to put the circuit breakers in there, okay, and run it right from the battery, okay, just like the fusible links were, because they were connected to the starter and going up. So what I'll do is I'll connect it right to the battery, right to the circuit breakers right there. Will be totally protected. So let me get the new one rocking and rolling here, and I'll bring you back in for the installation. There it is. I got it up in there. It's a lot smaller than the other one, so that's pretty cool. And hopefully it works. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now. Okay, it's all tight. I'm going to check the measurements, see what it looks like. Hey, the one clearance looks pretty good. That one clearance looks good. So we'll check the engagement of the flywheel. Alright, so with the starter tight, I pull the gear out. It does bind a little bit, so we're going to put this one shim in first, and we'll try that out and see how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna put another 2 shims in and see how that goes.
Did you go out to the store?
Huh?
Did you go out to the store?
Do what?
Did you go up there? Did you go to the store yet or no?
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put the other shims in. Let me put you guys over here. Maybe you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, let's try it out, see if it works. Okay, she's working. No binding, no nothing. That's a good thing. So, let's start putting it all back together. I'm gonna wind up changing those fusible links too. So, alright, let me get going. Okay, we're back. All the wiring's all done, and everything's all tightened up, everything's taped up and wire tied and so on and so forth. So our next and final thing is going to be the header. That's something that I'm not looking forward to, because every single time I take it out, it's not but problems. But anyway, it's got to go back in, so let's go ahead and get the sucker back in there. Okay, folks, we're going to pick back up on the little pickup truck. I got the header in there, I got it all bolted on top. Now I just have to bolt up the exhaust pipe. So that's the part I'm dreading the most, but it is what it is. It's got to go back on. So let me head down below and I'll start getting it going. Okay, folks, we got everything all bolted up. Everything's tight. Connected the battery back up, and we'll go give it a try. Hopefully it works.
she works. So I'm just gonna start cleaning up and actually I'll check all the fluids, make sure everything's good, and we'll let it down off to Jack's and we'll take it on out. We'll clean up the floor and stuff. Yeah, I guess pretty much that's it. So I just want to thank everybody for checking out the channel. We're over 100 views, and that's awesome. We're at 29 subscribers. We've been there for probably the last 2 weeks. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, I figured this out, is if you guys could share my videos, I would really appreciate that. Maybe I can get some more subscribers, more views. Okay, I'm only doing this to keep myself busy, because once you go and start editing these videos and stuff, it takes you a while. So it keeps me busy, so I'm good with it. So I just want to thank everybody for stopping by, and I'll see you next time somewhere on 78.